Hi everyone, welcome to Lifting Spirits, a media platform created by bartenders for the people. My name is Kari Jack.
I'm Luke.
And we got big man Javier behind the camera. We're going to be speaking on a number of topics, from our thoughts on the top bars around the world, to an insight into bartenders' love life and family life, on how we protect our mental health on a day-to-day basis, and what we think are the essential things that you need on the bar, wherever you are. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Mr. Luke, I'm excited. I'm gassed.
Let's do this one.
Yeah, man.
How are we doing?
We're
so
good,
we're starting with,
go ahead.
we're rocking out shit sandwich?
Yeah, man. Every episode, we're going to start with the shit sandwich. Shit sandwich is one good, one bad, one good. We always need to make sure that we're all right, that we're ticking over nicely. So, Luke, you start it off for me, man.
Yeah, the idea of this is, start with something good. Make sure you're focusing on the positive, the negative, so you can, acknowledge and deal with whatever that is, and then end it on a positive because you should. So my good, bad and good are, this week I am working again. I'm very happy to be busy again.
Mm-hmm.
The bad of that is I am not ready for it. It's been a long time. A long time. And it's getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is not a bartender's way.
No, bro.
The good is speaking to people. It's working in a COVID test center, and speaking to so many people is wonderful, and especially for what we do for a day-to-day.
Yeah.
Just being able to engage with people
100%.
is nice, and in this situation it's nice being able to relax people in a situation that's
and help people as well, I guess.
Well,
help people at the end of the day as well, right? Yeah?
Yours?
That's nice, man. Good, bad, good. So good, I've actually, this week I wrote my 1 year plan, and my aim is to write my 5 year plan, but I started in 1 year because it's just easier, and it's actually really focused me, this being one of them. I've decided, again, I say this every year, this, yeah. I'm losing weight this year. I'm losing weight and I'm committed to it, and it has to be a process. So unfortunately, cut out alcohol, and I've cut out all junk food as well. We're going cold turkey. Bad. 2 weeks ago, and it's kind of entered my life every Monday. It seems every Monday I wake up and I'm like, I've taken steps backwards. I'm back in my house, I'm back in my parents' house, living with my parents and my family. I'm back making money, even though obviously I'm not spending money on transport. I'm back making money, which I was on 3-4 years ago. I'm not working again, and it's like I need to prepare for the future, and it's difficult to prepare for the future. Do you know what I mean? It feels like, even though obviously everyone's going through this, I live in my universe, and currently my universe is jacked up, so it's a bit tough. And then the good, just being with my family and watching them grow. I know that's a really weird thing to say, but I moved out 2 years ago, and obviously when you move out and you work, you become consumed with work and your friends and not necessarily your family. Just watching them be cool in their new house, and watching my youngest brother turn 17, and watching my other brother 22 being a teacher and teaching these young kids is amazing. So the way this platform's gonna run, got 2 topics, each one 7 minutes. 7 minutes being the perfect time, or the longest time I should say, to build a round. After 7 minutes, a round being the order of drinks. After 7 minutes, you're too slow. 7 minute timer, always, for one topic. And beauty of this is, we each have one topic, but the other person doesn't know. So, Mr. Luke, it's my orange, so I'm gonna go first, yeah? And the first topic is gonna be...
I'll even give you this, right? So call it.
Cool. 3, 2, 1. Done. Cool. First topic is gonna be, what builds, or what features do you need for the best bar team? And the reason why I say that is because you actually established a bar team. This bar that we're working in, by the way, Banjabai, shouts out. You established a bar team in the first lockdown, and you had an insight into what you wanted to do. And within that, I saw your insight, and I have my own ideas. But I want you to start on that, man. Talk on that, please.
That's a good question. All right. This was 2 major factors in deciding what we were doing, and the first is, as you start moving up the ranks, and when you get into a position where you can start picking people and cherry picking, and know that you've been around enough and you've had good, and you know what good is because you've had bad, and you start knowing who is good and who isn't, and you also know some people may seem bad to you, but it's just because they don't work the same way and they don't balance out. So it's all relevant. But this one was right. Coming in, the owners here are wonderful boys from India, and it was like, right, we want to do this. This is the vibe we want. So this is the people, this is the idea. I'm like, okay, cool. I know those people that fit that bill. And then also, it's that balance. So this was, who's doing what, where are they now, Obviously, we've worked together for years
Yeah.
now, and like we get on incredibly well because we balance each other out.
100.
What I lack, you have,
And vice versa.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
So then it's looking at the rest of the team. How big is it? How many people do we need?
Yeah.
We ended up.
That bit was tough, by the
was
way.
very hard.
That bit, I mean, being down here, I think when we first saw the space, or when it was first renovated, I think we had an idea of one person on the bar and one person serving, and then within the first service, that idea went out the window.
Yeah.
Now it's 2 people minimum on the bar when it's half packed and full, and 2 people working each side.
Yeah. And
Just
then it's,
think,
I mean, as we get better and as we get used to the space, we should be able to do less.
Yeah.
It also depends on the people.
100%.
This is when you're gonna have good people with you and hope for the best. Like we got lucky. Obviously, you came with me from a previous place.
Yeah.
We've got Sarah. we've
Shouts out
worked
to
with.
Sarah.
Sarah's amazing. Originally Ali as well.
Shouts out to Alistair.
Also very, very strong. Last bar he ever worked in will be this bar apparently.
Come on.
Now he's with the MOD. And then Rick as well. Like if everyone we had,
My little brother.
I've worked with previously and I know they're solid people. I know their work ethic. And that's the big thing. But then even from you now, as you coming in as bar manager, how do you see it? Because my thing is also, as a manager, I've got to take myself out of it now and go, if I'm not here, these people need to be able to carry it and run and like carry that brand.
One thing you always hear from a good leader in any field is that the reason why they're a good leader is because they're always looking for the person to replace them. Always looking for that, always looking to build up that person, and they always pass on that ethic as well. So the person below them, they're always instilled to the person, you need to find your replacement ASAP and train them up so that everyone can essentially, as we always say, do everything.
Yeah.
Like,
there's no point in you moving up.
That's it.
If there's no one then to replace you and do what you've been doing because you've dropped the ball. The thing is that when you start out, your view is that it's so like tapered, it's so fine and it's like really to the point. And then as you move up, that spectrum needs to get so much wider, and you go from just being tunnel vision straight ahead to, as you get to a GM, it needs to be a full 360.
Yeah, exactly.
But then there's also times where you can't be that person looking at those details, but you need to trust that the people you've got under you can fit in there and look the same way at the same details and follow through with the things that you used to.
Exactly. With all that being said, just to be more specific on the question, when I walk into a bar, and I want to answer it from 2 perspectives, from being in the industry and not being in the industry. Let's start with not in the industry. I need to be greeted properly.
I see.
Do you know what I mean? Like, just
100%.
what we did was answer the question.
Skills and traits.
I need to be greeted properly because manners and respect is a big thing for me. I just need a hello and a smile.
That goes back to like the likes of like, so the chain of like training, and it all starts back at like TGI days.
Yeah.
All of the biggest and best started at TGI.
Yeah.
And they just come in, and it was this thing of being greeted the second you come through the door, and just acknowledged.
Exactly.
Like, I know you, I see you,
Exactly.
I'm coming to you.
Exactly.
Let me just finish what I'm doing, I'm there.
Exactly.
And then TGI became, I think LCC or Adventure Bar, and then LCC became CTC, and Adventure became something like. They do it, and it's that thing of being acknowledged and greeted and noticed straight off the bat, which makes a big difference. But also then, it's problem solvers. You have to be able to fix something, because all we do is just put out fires. Yeah. And it's how we put them out that will take us, into a different stratosphere, or hopefully separate us from other people.
So from both sides, from working and from being a guest, the idea of being able to solve a problem and having a problem and then finding a solution, also very important to me. We're adults at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? We're all coming to an adult situation. I don't really want to hear I can't, or it's not possible, or just give me some form of positive, do you know what I'm saying? Again, I think it goes back to the shit sandwich, you know what I'm saying? Give me some form of positive in this, and let's work together to solve the problem, do you know what I mean? Another thing I'd also say, not multi-task, but like people who are able to do everything. People where you can pick them up from one place and drop them into another. Yeah. You notice that as well. You notice when you walk into a bar and you order a drink that my man might run behind the bar, make the drink, and then run out, serve you the drink, take a payment real quick, chat to someone, go and order food. And that person, you're like, yes, brother,
it's the
I
people
like
that
that.
just naturally want to, whatever they're doing, do it to the best of their
Yeah.
ability. If I'm cleaning the streets, those streets are gonna be unreal.
That's it.
And then if it's waiting tables, if it's working in an office, all right, maybe not an office, but but like whatever you are rocking out. If it's McDonald's, kill it. Why not? Screw it. If I'm going to work at McDonald's, I'm gonna work it. I'm gonna be the fucking bot. Well, I'm gonna make sure I'm top dog there as quick as I can.
I think one thing that I found as well, and I think luckily it naturally fell into place. Every single person that we hired on the bar, including Shanice, who now works here as well, Demetrius as well, they found their place and they found what they were good at,
Quickly.
and we utilize them in those situations. If I need someone
That's
to
the benefit of a small team.
exactly, that's exactly a benefit. If I need someone to go and organize the back, Rakeem's the guy I'm going to.
Yeah.
If I needed someone to help me balance a drink, Ali or Sarah. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? If I needed someone just to go and speak to people 5 minutes while I'm going to do something, Shanice. And Mitchell, that's just, or Demetrius, anything and anything,
yeah.
you put him there and he does it. And naturally, I feel like we all fell into those.
That's because he's Greek though, ex-soldier, so literally just these are your orders.
Yeah.
It's done.
That's it. Exactly.
What next?
Exactly.
All right, bro.
Exactly.
Slow down.
I'm eyeing this time.
Yeah,
We've got 10 seconds left. Last 10 seconds. What you got to say? Anything?
Get overachievers and underachievers. Anyone that just achieves is a nightmare for you because you'll never get rid of them and they'll set a bad tone. So my first question, second topic of this one, is going to be, what do you need to set up for a decent home bar?
Oh shit! All right, cool. What do you need to set up for a decent?
And the reason
bar?
I say this is, again, because this isn't just aimed at industry and bar people.
For sure.
A couple of friends of mine, as you know them as well, messaged me and said, listen, drinking at home now, what do I need? What's the basics we should have at home to be drinking at home?
Yeah.
Great question. Simple,
100%.
easy peasy. So I thought, right, I'm going to see what you had to say.
Okay,
Because I
cool.
know you've been doing it as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is a bit of a difficult question because you're at home and you're comfortable and you're not really trying to abide to any rules. You can either free pour that bitch, or you can look up specs on the internet and try and measure it out.
The only thing I say with a free pour though is if you are trying to make cocktails, you need a ratio.
That's very true.
Whatever you are doing, if it's 1 cup, then half a cup, and that's how
exactly.
That's
exactly.
Cool. But
exactly. So okay, cool. You know what?
Equipment.
All right.
What you gonna buy for
So
this?
at home, at home, the first thing I'm buying is a Pyrex measuring jug. So that's going to replace the jigger. The jigger is the measuring. Do we have a jigger on hand? Cool. That's going to replace that. Yeah. Not only the reason why I use Pyrex measuring jugs for everything. I use it to whip to make scrambled eggs. Obviously, you use it to measure out liquids, and again, that's what I'd use that for. That will be my measuring for the ratios.
Yeah.
Second thing is scales. Actually, I think that can go either way. Let's say I can't get my hands on the Pyrex dish. I know it sounds mad, but sometimes you can if you want to make an ingredient, obviously you can weigh it out, and then sometimes you can just kind of weigh it instead of measuring
also
it.
for the creation of ingredients.
Exactly.
If you want to get into stuff like that, yeah.
If you want, if they ask for sugar syrup, for example, it's a lot cheaper to make the sugar syrup a 1-to-1 ratio, 1 part sugar, 1 part water, and weigh them both out. That's one thing. Always weigh your ingredients. If they say 1-on-1 and they give you a ratio of 500 ml to 500 ml, forget that. Weigh the ingredients because each one has a different density, so you need to weigh them. But
and we're gonna go through making a sugar syrup in another video.
100%. Let me think.
I'm gonna say,
talk to me.
This bad boy.
Okay.
I see someone using this the other day for coffees, and I was like, listen, we use this at our place to make foams, to make this. You can make a quick infusion. This is a milk frother.
Yes.
This is a milk frother, and this one, unbranded now, can do a cold mix, a hot, a foam, depends on what you want. But we've done strawberry foams with it. We've done so many different things. It's just a nice little ingredient. You could do a banging top of cream for an Irish coffee.
100%.
That's a sweet one for me. And then also, NutriBullet.
Come on.
Oh my God.
So what's that replacing? That's replacing the shaker, yeah?
Shaker, yeah. You don't need a shaker. You could blend so much in that. But then also if you want to go healthy and blitz down some fruit, you can make so much with that. And then even take apart, make yourself some apple juice, make yourself some whatever.
Even stirring, to be honest, without ice. So if I wanted to make an old fashioned, I'd get the whiskey, I'd get the sugar, I'd get the Angostura, no ice, blitz it, blend it, and then just aerate it, and then just put some ice in there. That could work beautifully. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that obviously?
What were you doing at home then?
Me, over Christmas, I did a Negroni and a Manhattan, but I put them in bowls. Yeah, as a bottle batch. The reason why you can put those, I put those in the bottle, is because each ingredient is non-perishable essentially. So it was booze, bitters, bitters. Yeah, that's it. And then all you had to do is stir it in a bar. You just stir it down, just put ice in it, and let it do its thing. Got whacked, bro.
And at home you can even, so in bars when we pre-batch, we will add the dilution ahead of time, unless we're going to stir over ice. If you're doing it at home, literally it's up to you. You just have it in the freezer ready to go. With something like a Negroni, it's so much alcohol content, it's not going to freeze. So you're laughing.
Do you know what's mad? Actually, bruv, I think I got my ratios wrong on the. Was it the Negroni? I think it was the Negroni, and the fucking martini froze because the sugar content is so high. So because I got it so like the drink.
Wait, what froze?
The Negroni batch, because I put so much martini in there.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't concentrating. Somebody started fucking talking to me.
Oh, because martini's got to be like a 20%. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, and so the sugar, I think it was the sugar. It must have been the martini. It froze.
What else are you putting in there? I mean, it depends. Did you dilute it with water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the water.
Depends
as well,
how much water's in there.
Yeah,
Okay,
the water. Yeah, but you just shake it out. It was actually really nice. It was like a slush. It's really nice.
Negroni slushies. A friend of mine, Mark, he was saying about he had a Negroni slushie on once. It took him 2 months to sell it. But he kept it on a proper machine as well. They just refused to get rid of it. Just kept it on.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But no one wanted it. This is in Scotland though.
I was going to say, is it blitz outside? Because if it's not hot, it's not going to work.
Scotland.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's not going to
work. They're not a Negroni place.
Let me think what else. I think if we want to get down to nitty gritty, you need a good rock glass, like a good low glass, and a good long glass as well. A good like tall glass, and I would scrap a martini glass if I'm honest with you.
I said bare basics, right?
Yeah.
Some sort of ice mold.
True.
The blocks are good fun. The balls are good fun as well. You can stir with anything. You can mix in anything. You can pour in anything. Bitters. Get some Angostura. Get a mix. Pick your favorite bitter. Get it.
Orange and Angostura for me are just the two. Yeah.
And then you've got things like. Yeah, everything else is there. And then again, the bits of kit are handy just to screw around with. But then I was saying to someone the other day, for something nice and easy to start with, they're doing ice balls, make them with pineapple juice, and make a rum old fashioned with pineapple juice and already in the ice. Breaks down and makes it lovely.
One more thing, a sieve. To strain. To strain. Obviously, if you blitz in a NutriBullet, there's going to be ice shards. It's going to water down quicker. If you just have a sieve, either a small one, even a big one,
So bar strainer. One of those. Yeah. And obviously at home you can have bigger. Use whatever you got.
Yeah, just get all that exercise out. Exactly. I think those are definitely necessary. And then
everything else is really easy, isn't it?
Yeah, everything else is
just chill.
Just chill. Out.
Good fun that Javier's been using as well. Vac pack machine and a sous vide. What was he using? A Nova. Banging. So many things you can do with these. It's next level.
Exactly.
Infuse into whatever you want. Cook it off.
What did you make with the backpack machine and the CV? Tomahawk steaks. This guy
fell off the bone.
Man. Yeah. Tomahawk steaks. Yeah.
For the meat eaters.
Yeah. I don't eat meat. Yeah. Oh, 5 seconds.
Go on. What's your one thing that you wish you could have on the home?
Oh, okay, cool. Well, we're gonna scrap that now. One thing I wish I could have on my home. You know what? It would actually be a sous vide.
Yeah.
It would actually be a sous vide. There's so much shit you can do, and it just reduces infusion time. You can create some proper cool shit.
And it's something you can walk away from as well.
Exactly.
Like, I know that's cooking at that temperature.
Exactly. Wicked. I like that. Alright guys, end of the episode. Thank you for watching. At the end of every episode, we're always going to leave you with one thing we think that you should be looking out for, one thing that you should go to when everything opens back up, one thing that you should read, etc, etc. This week, we've been doing a lot of reading each, and we both have books, surprisingly. So why don't you start, Lee? Go on, tell me what book.
Mine is one I'm sure many people know, Setting the Table by Danny, I'm going to say Meyer, M-E-Y-E-R. This book is outstanding. And I put it off because so many people have said to read it, which made me not want to at all. But there's also so many things in it that this guy who's tried and tested and proved and very successful restaurateur in America, most notably for us, is Shake Shack. He owns and runs Shake Shack, that's his thing. And then many other very, very well done restaurants. But you've made these ideas in your head over years of being in the industry, and you read something like this from someone so successful, and it's like, shit, he thinks exactly like I do. I'm like, oh, cool.
And also, I'm assuming that kind of knowledge, it helps because like I'm on the right track.
I'm
on the right set of thinking.
Like, there's something right here.
Or it like reupholsters your thinking. Do you know what I'm saying?
But it's also good because then it's like you really got to look at yourself in some of it and go, shit, I do that. I would have done that thing just then. He would have fired. But it's solid. And again, I whacked it up on social that I was reading it, and the amount of very successful people in this industry that have come back and said, shit, that's the one.
Setting the Table, amazing. My one, Co-Specs by Cas Oh.
Cas.
Oops, sorry, amazing. Yes, Cas. Sorry, my bad. Cas Oh. One thing I will say, I went onto the website for this book, and I love his biography. It's literally like Cas lives in London, he works in bars. Now get me back to the book. I love that. Super. It's all focused on this book. This book, I would say, is good for beginners, intermediates, and experts.
Yeah.
It breaks down not only cocktail specs, but history of the cocktail, ingredients, and why the ratios are like that. And it's just beautiful as well. I had a good time today, man. That was great. Yeah, man. But anyway, peace out, people. Oh, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good shit as well.
What he said.
Yeah, man. I feel like a proper YouTuber.
Be gentle. Like that. Safe.
That was good.